If you've been keeping up with the headlines, and probably even if you haven't, you know that it's been a seller's market for quite some time. And the market is red hot, yet what does that mean for buyers, especially as interest rates continue to climb? Hi, I'm Sean Reddy with the Keller Williams Reddy Group. And if you're thinking about buying a home, but you don't know if it's the right time or not, you're not alone. 80% of buyers, or 80% of Americans, I should say, think that it's actually a bad time to buy a home, and yet people keep doing it. You may have a need that causes you to buy a home, even if general consensus says it's not a good time. So right now, I just want to bring you the 7 things that every buyer should know in this market to be a successful buyer. Number 1, as we already talked about, it is a seller's market. So be prepared that demand continues to outpace supply and inventory on the market. And that can, of course, limit the options of homes that you go look at. Number 2, be prepared to be flexible. You may find your dream home, checks all the boxes, it's got that killer walk-in pantry, make an offer and discover that somebody's come in all cash $100,000 more than you. It's going to happen. Just be prepared to have your heart broken once or twice in the process. Number 3, got to move fast. Interest rates have made an unprecedented spike in the last 2 to 2.5 months, going up 200 plus basis points. What does that mean specifically? Well, every 100 basis point or 1% means that you have lost 10% of purchasing power. So doing the math, if you're shopping for a $500,000 mortgage at 4%, that's the same payment as a $450,000 mortgage at 5%. So be prepared for that. Obviously, it's still a very hot market, and buyers are rushing in to beat what could be even higher interest rates. Who knows? It could go to 6-7% by the end of the year, the way the Fed does want to slow down the real estate market. So be prepared for that, and yet know that buyers are still rushing in there. If they've been fighting for this long, they're going to get to the finish line. Number 4, find a real estate agent. Why would you want to go after this market by yourself, especially when it does not cost you a dime to have professional representation? So find somebody who you trust to get you to the finish line, who can navigate this wild market. Number 5, be accommodating. If you are in competition with other offers and other buyers, and maybe you do get under contract and you start nitpicking inspections, just know that that seller is likely to say, go pound sand and I'm going to go to the next buyer. So you have to be a little bit more flexible in your demands inside of a contract. Be willing to forego some of the handyman type stuff. Now, obviously, if it's structural or if it's dangerous, electrical and things that are going to cost lots of money, may not be the house for you. Be willing to walk away as well. Number 6, appeal to the seller. There's a human on the other side of this equation, right? Maybe they want just the highest price, maybe not. Maybe they have a certain deadline in which they want to be in Texas visiting their grandchildren. Maybe they, maybe they have a soft spot for a buyer like yourself. Just know who you're dealing with. Your agent can do a great job of digging into the seller side, the listing agent, find out what's important to them so you can appeal to them. Finally, number 7, this is important. Don't give up. Don't give up. Like I said, be prepared to have your heart broken once or twice, maybe even more, yet stay the course, keep looking at homes, keep making offers, and eventually one will pop up that's probably better than the ones that you lost, and you're going to get that under contract because you're fully committed to that home. Interest rates are probably going to push out more buyers. They probably already are starting to do so. So you may face less competition. There's just that balance of less competition versus higher rates. Which one's going to win for you? Again, I'm Sean Reddy, Keller Williams Reddy Group. Hope you found this valuable, and stay tuned for the next one.